everybody, it's Bunny, and today's video is gonna be an uncommon objects hurl, and it really warmed my heart the other day when I kind of mentioned maybe doing one of these on the community tab, and it seemed like so many of you guys were very excited for it in the comments. Made me smile because I was always kind of unsure if you guys were into these kind of like antique-y vintage hauls or if you found them kind of boring, and I don't think I did a single one last year. Last year was depressing. Let's wave bye-bye to last year. It's a brand new 2018. I also know this week has kind of been the week of haul videos. Totally not purposefully. So if hauls are not your thing, you're not gonna like this week's videos. At least there's like enough variety. It's not just like all makeup or all antique-y kind of things. I don't know. Today's video was technically supposed to be the first week of bringing Wreck-It Wednesday back. Oddly enough, we started getting like a week and a half straight forecast of rain. It was pouring in rain all day today, and a lot of the prompts that I wanted to do in here for the first week involved me being able to film outdoors. So it didn't happen. That's just how things go, unfortunately, sometimes. But I'm really thinking, hoping, praying, wishing on a star that next Wednesday is going to be the first week of bringing Wreck-It Wednesday back. So I'm gonna tell you guys two things about it. One, I'm gonna kind of like give an assignment if you're doing the book along with me, if we're gonna do it as like a Swamp Family project together. Let's all work on our covers this week. Let's see what kind of covers we can all share with each other, because for this time for Wreck-It Wednesday, I'm trying to find my phone so I can tell you guys exactly how it's spelled, but I set up an Instagram page devoted to Swamp Family Wreck-It Wednesday, so it's just at Wreck-It Wids. I'm going to be reposting you guys's pages and journals as you guys are sending in submission of your own books. I felt like that would be a really cool way to kind of like keep up with this project together so people can share their journals. We can all see the pages that we're doing instead of like just seeing what I'm showing you guys each week. So we're gonna try and do 5 pages a week. More on that next week. But I just want to let you guys know I didn't just like abandon that project already and just kind of like tease you guys that it was coming and now it's Wednesday and there's no Wreck-It Wednesday. What am I doing? But I also thought it would be kind of fun to tell you guys about all that kind of stuff so we can kind of like get prepared, work on covers. Let's get into the hurl. The very first bag is a bag of awesome teddy bears. I started collecting creepy, decrepit bears from my friend Kat. She started collecting these as well. I saw these couple in there and I could not pass them up. They are just so cute. Does he not look alive? He looks alive to me. And he has some compadres in the bag because they were all sitting together. These were all in one of my absolute favorite booths in Uncommon, which is Pocketful of Heirlooms. And they actually have an Etsy store as well under the same name. But I love her booth. But all of these bears were sitting together and I did not have the heart to separate them. They are all so cute. They all had such personality, but I felt like they were friends. The last one, which is this little guy, and so cute. He's a little bit smaller, but still has a super cute personality. Oh, I lied. There's one more little teddy bear left. Look at this one. He's just like a little buddy. He's a little pocket pal. But still, so much personality. It's so crazy to me. I don't know. It's like really... is crazy the word I'm looking for? Like crazy cool how toys back in the day all looked different. Do you know what I mean? Like these are all teddy bears, but they're not, I don't know, it's like they're not licensed characters. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I love my fair share of licensed characters, but I feel like when toys were just kind of like just toys, they all look different, a little bit more imaginative. I feel like I'm just an old soul. Like I love everything older, better. What can I say? Also, I got this horse show ribbon from a horseback riding competition in 1950. 34. And I can't remember, is blue first place and red second place? I feel like blue has to be first place because there's that phrase like, you're a blue ribbon winner. This was actually sticking on to one of the teddy bears, and I don't remember which one had it, but that's what I'm gonna do with this. I'm gonna just pin it back on one of these teddy bears because I thought it looked so cute. Look, you get the ribbon, you get the prize, but that's kind of how it was in the booth. And once again, I thought it was like adorable. It added a little bit of extra layer, a little bit of extra texture. I am so inspired by these objects and like the textures, the colors. They amaze me. And also I love anything with which having to do with horseback riding because I used to do that for so many years when I was a kid, and every year I keep thinking about getting back into it and then I never do. Like every year passes and I never get back into horseback riding, but I definitely miss it. It was like one of the coolest hobby things that I ever did. That and fencing. I miss doing fencing as well. See, I had like very old soul hobbies. Like I feel like I just like did the weirdest activities that any kid could ever do. Up next, I have this funny little, I thought this would make like a cute, I don't really know what I was thinking when I bought this, but I had seen it in the store over and over again, and I finally just had to take it home. It's just like a little holster, and it was just like a little kid's like cap gun toy, and I don't know why I thought I could like wear this and put my phone in it. Like no modern day phone is gonna fit in this. So I don't know, I just thought it would be like kind of fun and kind of silly to wear this as a belt someday. I always like to add like funky accessories that don't make any sense, so I thought this would just be like one of those funky accessories, and you can wear just the belt by itself, which is also pretty cool if you don't want to wear it with the holster. Let's open this teeny tiny little baggie first and find out what's inside. I have a little mold that I got from my mom, and I'm not sure what this mold would have been used for. I call my mom Mama Llama, and I know that this is probably like a camel, but camels and llamas are kind of interchangeable in my mind. I know that they're not at all, but I thought that I would get this for her to put in her kitchen because it's cute. We have a little teeny tiny puppy, and this little guy had so much expression. I thought he was so adorable. He's just a cute little vintage figurine. We also have other things wrapped in paper. Oh, this is like so gorgeous. It is a Victorian padlock bracelet, and I bought a couple of jewelry items that day, and I just loved this one. I really need to have it resized and take a link out. It would fit just a little bit better. It's just a little bit loose. I'm also kind of like too superstitious to do that, so I might just have like kind of a bigger bracelet, but I loved how this looks so much. It is so gorgeous. And I don't know, I have a friend that does jewelry making stuff, so I don't know. If I have it done, I'd have her do it. And I'm probably gonna do it because it's just kind of silly. Like, I mean, it fits and I can wear it, but it is just a little bit bigger than what I prefer. So like, obviously the intelligent thing would be to have it resized. Up next, I have this small tag, and I'm not sure what this was used for, but it's just a little metal number 6 tag. So it's just like a little silver coin. I thought it looked so cool. And I don't really know what it says on the back. W. Pollard or something. I want to say that this would be used in like farming in some way. How about a little bit of focusing? Thank you. Whoa, this camera is like moving. Trippy. Next, I have this little bitty, not 100% complete, yet so fascinating domino set. So it's like in this little box. You slide it open and all of your teeny tiny little dominoes are in here. So for size comparison, here's my pinky finger. Here's one of the dominoes. So you can see they are just really microscopically tiny, but I love dominoes. I've bought several dominoes in the past, not like another complete set, but just like dominoes that I thought were cool. I have such fond memories of dominoes all the time. My family used to get together in this little Texas town called El Campo, and my grandpa and my great uncle, a bunch of family members would get together and play dominoes, and I just used to remember them all like sitting there and like the sound of all the dominoes like clacking together. Magical sound to take a nap to. I have a really cool, kind of messed up, somehow damaged photograph. I don't know what happened to this. I would have to say maybe water damage of some sort. That's what it looks like to me. But it's just kind of like a landscape. There are two figures in this portrait, but it just looked so cool. And I kind of love anything with like stuff going on like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I'm so inspired by stuff like that. I just love unique things, things that are imperfect, things that are different, things that look like they tell a story, like this baby doll leg. Lord knows I did not need any more doll legs. I do have a vast collection, but I kind of think in my mind I wanted to turn this into a necklace. This is the last thing that was in that little bag, and this is the other piece of jewelry that I bought from Uncommon that night, and it is a silver, sterling silver, so thank goodness. That means I can wear it comfortably without breaking out or having any weird sensations in my neck. I know that I told you guys this a while ago, but over the years I've somehow gotten more sensitive to wearing fake metal. I used to could only not wear fake metal in my ears, but now it's like spread to my neck. I can still wear like fake jewelry on rings and bracelets and stuff without it bothering me, but for some reason neck can't do it. But I absolutely love this. Once again, kind of made me think of the 90s with like the ball chain necklaces, and so I was so happy that I kind of found that style that I love so much, but in a way that I can actually wear comfortably. Let's move along to this thing, and I really don't know what this is. It's a number, it says 2/17, and it's on this leather buckled strap. But I thought that this would be really cool to put on the heel of a boot. So to like wear it as a boot strap, do you know what I mean? Like kind of like a boot accessory. I have a really cool display of stuff. And once again, I got this from Pocketful of Heirlooms. It is a bunch of test tubes that are filled with various vintage objects. And it comes all on this really cool test tube rack here. So you could literally spend all day looking at these things because each one of them is full of different vintage and antique objects. So we have this one, which has little Mr. Crazy Bones in here. So he's like a vintage Halloween decoration, and his little legs and stuff actually move. We have this one, and it has a really cool pin with eyeballs in the bottom. We have dice. We have a light bulb. Just a lot of cool stuff. This one has a doll's head in the bottom and a lot of buttons and a padlock, some flowers, just tons of cool stuff. Hopefully some of this is focusing. This one also has a little bisque doll in it and some buttons, and once again another lock in there. So cool. And the last one has a doll's leg and some bobbins of thread and some more buttons. I think almost all of them have buttons in them except for the one with the skeleton. He doesn't need any buttons. Oh look, we've got some legs. I feel like these are such a statement piece. They are two wooden legs with moving feet. They have little joints. La, 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 la. Look, they're just like marching to town. I have no idea what these came from, why they exist, but I'm glad they do. I don't feel like this is the most massive haul that I've ever had, but I do feel like there is some pretty neat stuff in here. I got this old bottle, and it was a bottle of gin, but look at the label. Like the fonts and the designs are just so great. I have wanted one of these for so long in my collection, and you look at the front and you're like, oh, it's a plate and it doesn't look like anything you own. But on the back, it is a Frankenstein plate. I don't even understand this. I don't understand how this happens. This was an antique dish, and it actually does have somebody's name, Henry and Richard Daniel, circa 1830 to 1835. So this is obviously like a very old dish. And you can look on the front and see, obviously it has been broken. It's cracked all over the place. So obviously this was a family heirloom enough to somebody. It meant enough to somebody that they took it somewhere to get fixed. And like I said, I don't understand how this works, but it has a bunch of staples on the back, and somehow they did that to repair this plate. But I'm definitely going to hang it on this side. I don't care about this side. I love this side. Ooh la la, look at that. It just looks gorgeous to me. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as Rod Serling would say. So I don't know. I know some people out there have to just be looking at this right now and be like, you're a crazy person. This is junk. But to me, this is art. Oh, it's the little cap gun that goes to my little belt that I showed you guys earlier. It's actually like a little bit smaller, but you know, it works. I got a set of cute little baby shoes with jingle bells on it. I almost want to like turn this into a keychain or something. These don't look that old, maybe from like the 1950s, but I just honestly loved how they looked. They're so worn and a little bit crinkly, and I don't know. I love the jingle bells as well. I feel like the jingle bells were definitely on here. They show the signs of like wear and tear. So that means somebody probably put like jingle bells on their kid, which is just hilarious to me. We have some pretty cool portraits in here. I have this one, which is unframed, and I honestly just liked how some little bits of their faces were peeling away. This little guy, which, oh my gosh, just so dapper, so awesome looking in this nice little mustard yellow frame. I thought that this was really cool. It is a farmer dude with a plow team of 2 horses doing some farming. And then we have this very lovely family portrait, which I purchased because once again, it looked like somebody had drawn on it with a pencil or something. I don't know. That just really fascinated me. So on the back, there is a note that's handwritten. So let's see, 4th generation, or 4 generations, Chaz and Elizabeth Naaman, and son John, his daughter Agnes Hallinger, and her son Harvey. No date, but a lot of fascinating people. They look like a fine family. Next little thing I got is this felt banner, and it says, hold everything. We have a really tiny tin that is a mint tin. Once again, loved the fonts, loved the colors. And I actually got a speed limit sign, which is hanging in our bedroom, but it's magnetic. So I thought I could just kind of use it as like a mood board almost, and like put all these other little items that inspire me that can be magnetized. So I'm gonna try and do that, and then when I get it done, I will show it to you guys. That's what some of these other little items are gonna be for, like this little car, solid peach colored plastic car. And I thought I could like suspend that on the board as well. So cute. And we also have another tin, and I thought that this would be really cool to add some dimension. El Morizo, I don't know what that is, but it's just a nice little mustard yellow tin. I must have been into mustard yellow that day. We have a number 6 billiard ball, which I bought because I love billiards, and I also love this particular shade of blue-green. I have a baby torso. You know what? This would make a really cool necklace as well. Just put a chain through the arms. Bam. Instant accessory. I also have this little guy who is so adorable. He's missing his arms. He only has 1 leg left, but he's still smiling. That's how to live life. And then I got this, which I think is a very vintage Halloween cupcake pick. So cute. He just looks so happy to be a skull and crossbones. This is a really nifty piece of architectural salvage that I found. I think I have some of these pieces actually hanging up in this room somewhere. I have quite a collection of architectural salvage. They used to just sit on shelves all the time, but you know what? Maybe they're not hung up in this room. They might be hung up in our bedroom. Sometimes I forget like where we have hung things because so many things are kind of like of a similar color palette and design, and so I don't know, I kind of forget, but I just love, I don't know, some people call this hoarding. All right, fair game, call it what you will, but I just love the look of like organized clutter. Do you know what I mean? Like, I love this room to be just like very chock full. I don't know. I know I've said it before, I'll say it again. If you are ever in Austin, Texas, you have got to go to Uncommon Objects. They recently moved to a brand new, bigger, totally amazing store. I think they moved back in October. We kind of did a whole vlog all about it, but it's just a place like no other. It's kind of like, this is kind of like a mini Uncommon Objects in here, but it's very much like this aesthetic. It's all like antique, vintage, one of a kind, totally unique things, but it is also organized, artistic clutter. So I think that that's just where I'm like, I'm heavily influenced. That's really my aesthetic, and some people love it, some people hate it, to each their own, but it makes me feel happy. It makes me feel at home. So this is our last object to look at today, and it is a gigantic wooden dice. I have no idea what this could have possibly been used for other than decorational purposes. It would have been crazy to throw this and roll this. It's pretty heavy. It's like a solid block of wood, but it looks really cool. So thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you guys had a favorite object, leave it in the comments down below. I'm kind of curious to know what piqued you guys' interest, which thing you thought was really cool, maybe which thing freaked you out. I don't know. Let me know down below. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at Graveyard Girl, same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!